Good morning, good morning. I'm back with another Python practice video breakdown. Today I am on the Coding Challenge Dictionary Key Check, which is in the Python Pro Challenges on Data in Motion's website. I'll go ahead and leave a link to that down below. So let's go ahead with the instructions. The instruction is to write a Python function that accepts a dictionary and a key and attempts to return the value associated with the key in the dictionary. The function should handle the key error exception and return none if such an error occurs. So as you can see, I already created a few test cases here in my main, essentially calling a function we're going to be creating a logic for and passing it a dictionary, and then that key value we want the dictionary to look up for us. So I have two test cases here, and down here in my loop, I'm going to loop through each test case, and we're going to print out the return value. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing first, let's go ahead and look up key error exception and see what that's about so we can become familiar with what we're doing here. So I did Google key error exception in Python, and I found this website called Geeks for Geeks, and it gives us an explanation of what it is and how to use it. So let's go ahead and look into that here. So what is a key error exception? So it occurs when we try to access a key that is not present in our dictionary. So they have an example here, and as you can see, they have a list, and then subjects is calling a value that is not within that list, and that is what will return an error for not having that key. So what we want to do here is we want to use this exception to catch any sort of error that is present in that value they passed, and that way it won't return an error message. Instead, it'll return a message. As in our instructions, we want it to return, let's see, I think it was none. Yep, so we're returning none for our error message if we run into that key error. So let's go ahead and look at an example of how they used it. They said one way you can use a try and accept keyword. So let's look at this example and let's try in our code. So as you see, they have their dictionary here, and they're going to try to print out this value of the key Farah, no Farhan, or yeah, a name. And then if it is not there for the key error message, they want to say that name does not exist. So let's go ahead and try this example, and we'll just put it over in our code and see if we can get it to work right. So since we already have our dictionary as dict in the argument, and we already have our key, we'll just take that and plug it in. So we'll start with try, same way as they did. So we're going to try our dictionary and the key they passed in. So we want to try to do that. So we're going to try to return that value. If that value is not there, we want to accept the key error. And we are going to, I forgot the T on accept. 1 second here. Accept that key error, and then we are going to return none. And it looks like it's as simple as that. We're going to try to return the value of the key passed. If not, we are going to grab that key error and we're going to return none. Okay, so now that we have that done, let's go ahead and test it on our end and make sure it is working correctly. So down here in my console, we're just going to start by saying Python 3, and we're going to start typing in that file name and tab it just to make it go faster. Hit enter. And as you can see in our first test case, we have passed a value that does not exist or a key that does not exist in our dictionary. And in our solution here, you see it's going to try to return a value, but if it's not there, it'll return none. And that's what we have for our first test case. And then on the second test case, it's looking for that key of B. And then the dictionary B is there, which is 2, and that is why it is returning the value of 2. Okay, so that wasn't so bad looking at the article there. Let me know how you guys would have went about solving it. Let me know if you have any tips for me. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.